6-1 shit that he had from Advent Children.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene
if that was the ultimate weapon instead, I'd be all right.
It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I'd be super content if that's what it turned out to be.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. 54.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Look. Squeeze. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And that's
that'll be some bullshit. Oh, it was just an illusion.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nah, she would just make more fucking tentacles.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
And you're like, wait, what? You know what's ironic here, Solar?
Here we go.
So good start.
Without
field
you controlling the team,
here as they come
the
up
fucking
1st and 10
Saints are the 2 seed in the NFC right now.
Switch. 11.
That's why I didn't say funny. I
for
said
the first time with Tevin Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The team's doing better without you than it ever did with you.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now you want the yucks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find
yucks.
the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yeah, fucking Tesla.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Dancing, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
It's Coleman here.
You forget I control the order in which teams are picked.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, it's been the
I
air
never have
game
to worry
that's taken
about getting
them
the
down
team
on
I
this
want
drive
because I
before
can
they
simply
finally
take the
turned
team
around and
before
handed
I
it off
say,
on the last
okay, we're
play.
picking
And now they're
teams
looking
now.
for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the
Jimmy
run
will
game?
take the Jags if they're
And he
there.
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Still, he's a Jags
It'll be
fan.
a loss
He's
of
not
one,
going to let them
and
sit
that's going
there
to bring up
without
an interesting 3rd and goal.
at least kicking the tires.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Theoretically.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love
They
that
make
word,
all the
hot, because every
make you
team
sleepy
in the
or whatever.
league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
What, the Mithril Saber?
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the
ball comes out.
It is, as they say, they're quite legit.
Wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Look at me. Go now.
Now Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Ready?
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, lock it. Yo, faster.
And a short
Damn,
gain
so
there
what
down
is
to the
happening? There's just
37-yard line.
mad static.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they had that one
over there?
sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
50 play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
I know, right?
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
If I were a betting man.
Squeeze. 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers 1-yard line.
Set.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
What is going on?
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
It should be 10-3 right now.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Goofy ass motherfucker.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Damn, I cannot throw the fucking ball.
Down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as
Honestly,
he gets
I
this
hope
one
not,
away.
because I feel like the Cowboys are fucking wasted with him.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Or the Panthers will probably be open. You'll probably take them. He's a Panthers fan.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's put him on the buses.
Look at me. Get it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on
damn
track
sure,
in this
going
first
to be one of the
half as they're
last
gonna
people to
stop him
pick a
behind
team.
the line.
But
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I kind of like that idea that Biz had, where if you quit out early, you automatically drop to the bottom of the list.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Where the fuck?
Go now. 18 Gator.
54 Mike. Let's get the ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch hands. Watch hands. Safe.
Hey, lock it. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
I'm playing my game. God, take the tampon out.
That's a
Fucking
tremendous
relax.
group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Set, ready? 10-2 soft.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Roll out.
He's coming.
Now.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Check.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
The
ready.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, exit.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jump. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
God damn, will you learn to throw the fucking ball, Jimmy?
Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
3rd and 14.
Sounds like some bitch.
Here we go.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Distinct possibility.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 54. Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Oh, you got deep? Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Deep rip.
Looking to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54, right there.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
What are you talking about? It's
2
almost
sacks
halftime.
last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half.
Well, he was shading my primary receiver, so I had to wait for something to try to open up. And, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo is just suddenly overthrowing every goddamn thing.
A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's coming, double up.
Go. Hard. Check. Get it.
They'll run on first
If anything,
down.
they're going to raise his
And he
rating.
got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and
He
now
was
second down.
which is all he really needed, especially in the back half of the season.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous.
Now back to throw.
He's good enough to not turn the bitch
Deep.
over.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's Mike 57. Watch the cross.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
David Tyree should have been that
So it
Super
doesn't
Bowl
look like they're
MVP
gonna be
because
able
of
to
that
build
one
off the
catch.
turnover.
It's probably the only catch he ever had in
Did
his
its
fucking
part to get him
career,
the
but it's the only
football.
catch that
But
mattered
you're exactly
in that
right.
entire
It looks
game.
like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will bounce
that was one of
bounds
the. Yeah,
before they
he
can
couldn't
get
do that
return
again in a
going.
million years if he fucking tried.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has
Too
done
busy
the
raging
job.
about
Now
Eli
it's the
Manning.
offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Oh,
You
they
pointed out
deserved
to
it
me at
less.
half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying
Motherfucker
around,
did
making
need to
plays
get
on
it
the
out
ball,
faster.
and we
Save
see
his
yet
own damn
another
life.
errant throw as a result.
That was the Tyree catch. That was that exact play. Where he got wrapped up and held there for a solid 2 seconds, and the ref let it fucking go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
This nigga will not throw the fucking ball.
Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield.
God damn, Carl Lawson has 5 sacks by his goddamn self in this fucking game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Garoppolo just refuses to let the ball go, and when he does, he overthrows it by 5 fucking yards. Like, I can't win for goddamn losing.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
The fuck?
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's different. I thought Kane just jumped online.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got
That's all it really does.
Don't we?
That's all he really needs to do.
He's having a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
96 speed,
because
man.
for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Or less.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There's Gaines, bitch ass. Just come screaming out of nowhere. Just bow! What the fuck happened?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size...
I'm throwing it right into the ground. Throwing it right at his feet.
Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the
I'm
first
slide
half.
protecting every play in his
that's
direction.
A precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do.
Pointlessly
but this
strong
one,
for no damn
stopped him
reason.
cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're going to look to throw. To
almost like a bet. Hey, you think I can toss this nigga right here? Hell yeah.
To get him into space,
nah, I got 20 on it.
Third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Who's relatively the same size
right now?
So it's not like, oh, it's some, you know,
yeah, I like
pissant safety who's like 5'8" or some shit. There's another someone who's either as big, if not slightly bigger.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go, boys.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Wow, trash.
Here we go. 91.
Alert. 3 down.
Get it.
They go to Elliott again, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
70, Indy.
Check 53,
Back to throw now on first down.
I know how that is.
An attempt there altered the ball flight,
I know how that is.
Falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Come on, set.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Here I come. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly
face mask?
here.
Come on,
A late
man.
Flag as well.
We are keeping them on the
this one's
field.
going to be a face mask.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I had a PI the last third down, and then on this third down, a fucking face mask. Like, are
They
you
come out with
serious
one
right
back
now?
and 3 tight ends. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
That's all right.
Squeeze.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
I got you.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go, here we go.
So now they have to continue.
Sounds like Solar and the
13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get in the weight room. Get in
Leo.
Slam.
Look at me. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me.
They'll set up the throw. A dump off to Elliott.
So we start getting that food from my light shit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down.
Where's the pass?
However,
It's Solar.
Where's
the fucking pass interference at on that? I beat him to the ball.
Held him in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going.
Mad fucking static.
You also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Somebody has to find it funny.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Get it.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Yeah.
Ready up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to
put some. I remember one year they tried to break the curse by putting Brett Favre on it, but he fucked that up by coming out of retirement.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They could put some retired motherfuckers on the cover now. Put Jerry Rice on that bitch.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He said rosters.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They figured certain plays are too overpowered. So we're not going to let you guys do that.
Underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these.
Throw the fucking ball!
Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back near his goal line. Here's
and there's a safety. Oh my God. This is bullshit.
Now the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Better as safety than just an outright touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll look to throw here. Yeah, that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
He's terrified of black folks. Romantically.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
That was Ted Lack.
Last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Really don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah. Billy would be decent if he could keep his temper.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football,
whatever you do,
all the ball
don't
security
throw
terms that have ever been
snugs.
used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Snugs.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll get about 3. As
Whatever you do, Billy, don't do this on third down. The last play of the game, what does he do? Exactly that.
Work some clock.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like you
exactly
can't be
right,
serious
but the
right
problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Maher is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat it, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Right? This whole fucking time, we could have been in the playoffs. Hell, we could have been damn near to the Super Bowl by now if Biz wasn't such a bullshitter. Oh, my internet isn't working.
Set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I don't know if he forgot. He done told us his scheduling strategy.
Everything seemingly has been
about
contested.
how he only wants to play on certain days a week and shit.
An incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And he's been on the spot just about
locked in as
and
the 3 seed.
Check on the scoreboard.
So I think he actually will play the seed. He actually has a free trip to the fucking NFC title game, basically. Hey, because if shit works out the way I think it's supposed to work out, he'll have 2 fucking CPU games.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down.
I had to throw the ball away because this motherfucker was about to break again.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
51 the mark, boy. 51. Hey, they're scared.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence.
I think I got sacked like 9 times.
Possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Well, at least that was DeMarcus Lawrence. Fine, whatever. Why is Biz coming out in a formation? I can only...
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
All that, 26 rushes for 51 yards with Ezekiel goddamn Elliott.
Rolling, and this defense
the Cowboys are wasted
up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Actually, it'll be you and me in the playoffs, Kane. Yeah, you're the 4 seed, I'm the 5. So yeah, it'll be you and me.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance.
If I'm not mistaken, we were the only other game that mattered, I think. So I should be able to just advance straight to the playoffs. Let's see. Yep, that was the last game that had any sense of importance. So, advance, force. Yep, like I said, me and you, Kane. Let's see. What's the playoff schedule looking like? Wow, the Jaguars did make the playoffs. Who, what happened? Who's force one what now? Yeah, I don't give out force wins. That shit just don't happen. Unless somebody is suspended, yo ass plays the CPU. Yeah, you know how often I have to listen to people bitch and cry about that? Why do you think when you said, yeah, just go ahead and give me that W, I laughed at it? I immediately laughed as soon as you posted that shit. I was like, no. No. If I laugh at anything in the chat, it's usually a no. If it's a question directed at me or someone saying, hey, send me that W, that's what happens. Yep, so the Saints and the Seahawks got the byes. And on the other side should have been the Chiefs and the Steelers, yeah. I mean, it didn't really matter anyway. You had the 1 seed locked up. Well, you know he in Germany, so it's gonna be a weird time. Oh, okay. Well, shit. If you good, if you know his schedule, then you good. All right. So you did all that quiet sobbing, and for what, Truth? Now every league's advanced. Now that it takes so much less skill to play on All Madden than it does All Pro. Got it. Keep it a buck. I doubt it.